Hey folks, welcome back to another review with yours truly, Sam Healey. Today we're taking a look at this little guy right here, Unreal Estate by the Grand Gamers Guild. And it is basically a game where you are trying to score points on getting these different kinds of properties scored and using a scrap pile to multiply the number of points that you have on your cards that you're playing out of your hand. There's also some special power cards, special building cards in there that will help you along. So it's an interesting little game. It's got pretty cool artwork too. So let's get down to the table and we'll take a look. And so here I have a 4-player version of Unreal Estate ready to go for you. Generally speaking, everybody starts with 2 cards. You take the number card, which basically has a 100+ symbol on him, but it also just is to denote what color you are. If you happen to go over 100, then you can have that, and so forth and so on. But everybody gets 2 cards that are from the Real Estate deck. The Real Estate deck is made up of 2 different kinds of cards. You have regular building cards, which have the gold border or the gold ribbon on them. And then you also have special building cards, which have a blue ribbon on them. And these have these special icons here, which basically means as soon as you draft this one right here, as soon as you draft this one, it takes effect immediately. And then you would just carry out whatever the special ability on the card is. This one, these are drafted into your hand, and as soon as you play them, they take effect. And then there are some that have a lightning bolt only, and as soon as that one is revealed in the proposal board that's up here, then those take effect as well. Now, nobody has the blue ribbons in their starting hands. They are added after everybody gets cards dealt to them. And there's only 6 of them in the deck. Now, on your turn, you basically have 3 things that you can do. You can either play a card from your hand and score it for points, or you can draft a card from up here in the proposal board and add it to your hand. There is no hand limit. And then you can also play a special building card from your hand and carry out its effect. So those are the 3 things that you can do. Now, when you play a card from your hand in order to score points, it has to match one of the cards that are out here in the scrap pile. And so basically, if I wanted to try to play something here, the only thing I would be able to play is the Halfling House. I would play it face down, and you take the number of points that's marked on the card times the number of cards that match it in the scrap pile, and that's how many points you score on the board. So if I were to play this now, I'd only score 1 point, so I probably don't want to do that. But I do look out here, and there's a Dwarven Tower, Wizard's Tower, and stuff like that. These are the things that are out here. Maybe I want to... I'll go ahead and just take this Holy Sanctuary and add it to my hand, and that's all I've done. So we come over here to player 2. There's a magic item shop. Oh, there's a Wizard's Tower. Okay, so what they're going to do, instead of drafting, they're going to go ahead and play this Wizard's Tower. It's 3 times 2, so purple scores 6 points. And then this card and both of the Wizard Towers go into the discard pile. Then this person is going to look at their cards. Okay, well, the Wizard Tower was just done. There is a Dwarven Tavern there. So maybe we want to do that one. So we'll do the Dwarven Tavern here, like so. And that would be 2 times 2. So that would be 4 points for orange. So that comes up here like this. And then finally on this one, 2 Halfling Houses. Well, that would be 2 times 1. That's 2 points. Nah, it's not really worth it to me. I'm going to go ahead and take the Armory card, and hopefully more Halfling Houses will come out later on. So once everybody has taken a turn, the first player marker will move to the next person. Any cards that are left in the proposal board come down into the scrap pile, like so. And a new proposal board is put out there of 5 cards. 5 magic item shop, like so. And a new turn begins from this person over here. And we continue playing in that fashion until there are no more cards in this and the proposal board needs to be filled. At that point, everybody gets to score one more time if they're able to, and then whoever has the most points is the winner. And that's how you play Unreal Estate. So that was Unreal Estate by the Grand Gamers Guild. Now, this one was a little bit underwhelming for me, and part of the reason why is because it might just be that I'm a bad player. I'm not very good at it. But at the same time, it's hard to score a lot of points. The games that I've played, I don't think any of us really ever got over 60, and we have those cards that say 100 plus. And when I see stuff like that, I'm like, all right, we're going to score a lot of points here. And then you actually don't. Well, it's kind of a letdown, kind of a disappointment. But I can see how it might just be that I didn't play that well. And it's possible that nobody else that I played the game with played that well either. So I get it, I understand that. But I think in order to score points, it almost has to be kind of a perfect storm kind of situation where you have the exact cards that you need, and there is that card in the scrap pile that's going to give me a buku amount of points, or that group of cards in the scrap pile. And that's fun. That's really cool when it happens. But the rest of the time, it's kind of a grind. It's kind of just slogging along, doing what you can to possibly set up a combo later on in the future. I don't know. I like the artwork of the cards. It's a really cartoony looking game, and even the cards that are supposed to be evil and dark and all that kind of stuff really aren't so much that. So I like that, how it is very a light-hearted theme and a light-hearted style of artwork to it. Really enjoy that a lot. I do like the fact that you can kind of count cards. Each of the cards does have a number at the bottom right-hand corner that tells you how many copies of that card are in the deck. So there is that. You can kind of keep track of that. So there is a good bit of information that you're using. The problem is using that information in an efficient way before somebody else does. And that's really where the crux is kind of met. So I did enjoy the game, but I found it a bit underwhelming because I wasn't scoring, and really nobody else was scoring as many points as I thought they should have been. So there's that. I do like the fact that there are a number of different special building cards, and you only use 6 of them per game. So that provides a little bit of replayability. So I like that. I like a lot of this stuff. It's just not that pow, you know, that one that really knocks it out of the park. It is a fun game. It's enjoyable. And if it hits the table again, I will willingly play it again. I did enjoy it, but probably not one that I'm going to ask for very often. You know, if I'm giving the choice of what game we're going to play, this is probably not going to be it, unless I think it would be a good fit for the type of gamers that are at the table, and then I'll go ahead and pull it off the shelf. But with all that having been said, a good artwork, decent mechanisms, kind of fun gameplay, but it can dry up. It can slog on it at certain times throughout the game. So with all that being said, I think it's 1 thumb up for me, and I'd probably rather play something else. That's just me though. As I always say, try before you buy. Check out Unreal Estate, see what you think. See you guys on the flip side.